I would also like to add that she was responding to, I believe, the black girl saying that they be stealing everybody's culture, going to different restaurants and eating people's food. Maybe because, like I told you, I didn't see the original video, but maybe there was some talks about how they don't know how to cook, so they go out to eat, or that they steal people's culture. And I want black people to really be honest with themselves and understand that you were slaves. You were brought here on African slave ships to live amongst white people, and you brought whatever you could bring of your African culture to America. But outside of that, literally everything that you do or that you consider black, you have gotten from somebody else, and you have gotten from other cultures. And I know that the argument, listen, I listen to FBAs. I'm in the black community. I understand all the arguments. No, because we were the first people everywhere, so black origin. But how are you going to claim black being everywhere and black this when you don't even want to acknowledge the fact that you're not indigenous to this land? You were brought here from Africa, right? And then you're beefing with immigrants online, yet still claiming the power of blackness all around the world and the influentialness of blackness all around the world, while tearing down people with your same skin color from all around the world. Everything you do, you've borrowed from other people because you were stripped of culture. Everything. I think where you have it messed up is that you borrowed it so long ago, you don't even consider the fact that it's not yours. So to constantly be in this mindset of everybody stealing from us, it just shows that you have a lack mindset and that you don't know how to share or play nice, because that is what we do on this earth. We grab inspiration from other people. That's like one of the most beautiful things about humanity and us as people, and being able to be on platforms like this and share. Everything is not maliciously like people biting your style. The argument that you taught white people how to bathe, but who taught you how to bathe? Your mothers in Africa before they brought you here. But I'm saying now you do have your own culture. And what I'm trying to shine a light on is that your culture is toxic. You do have a separate culture now, and it doesn't look like anyone else's culture because you are a direct product of white supremacy.
You're not the prettiest girl in the world, okay?
Hey visionary, so I'm going to make the part 2 of this video. So I'm going to keep breaking it down and responding or breaking down what it is that I see. I know that I can come off a bit aggressive sometimes. Number one, I've been through a lot. It's my communication style. I'm trying to get better at it. But I'm actually not an aggressive person, and hence the content that I'm trying to do about humanity and, just like treating each other better, right? So I don't want to tear down this woman who's creating this content, because clearly she's just doing what culture forces her to do. And I mentioned in the last video, like, there's creators out here who have sense and they still pander to the black community, because it's how you grow. You have to say things that the community likes, and the community dynamic is like a monolith, one band, one sound, and everything is, you black if black people this, and I love being black, and black, and sorry. Since I've been creating content recently, I've been creating content for a long time now. But more recently, I have been revealed that when they say black, they don't mean everybody with black skin. They mean black American. And they finally got to the point where they can do this. This is how they've been behaving my whole life. So I find it very interesting just to break it down. In my head, it makes sense what I'm seeing when I call the community narcissistic. And the reason that I'm addressing it is because I want black people to understand you do not have to go this route. This is a response. So I'm making this video in particular to show you that white people are responding to you, and this is what you're doing once they respond to you, right? But you are behaving this way because you are responding to what white supremacy has turned you into, right? So I feel like you need to be aware, self-aware of how you are showing up in this world to other people so that you can change the behavior if you care, and show up better, because the point is not to ostracize yourself the way that America has ostracized you. So yeah, I just want black people to know what they look like. Number one, it's frustrating to live around a group of people who are actually behaving badly towards a lot of people, and you not being allowed to defend yourself, and everything is just hidden. Some people might have the stance, well, just worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. I can't. Like what like why don't you worry about yourself? Like that's a very insensitive thing to say to somebody who's saying that you are affecting the quality of their life. You're affecting the quality of your life and your children's life and everybody's life. And we need each other. That's the bottom line. We need each other. And how can we help each other in fighting the system? How can we help each other in growing? How can we help each other in doing anything if we are at war with one another constantly and gatekeeping nonsense that's not even relevant? Honestly, if you sit down and just really think about it, you don't even care about the things that you're pretending to care about, right? So let's go ahead and play the rest of the video. I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm just going to try to keep playing it, and I'll talk when it's really important, okay? All right, so here we go.
I can make some real good fried chicken. You want some of that? You want to talk about us going to Mexican and Japanese restaurants? But you guys go to the steakhouse because y'all can't make your own steak.
Ooh, she got us right there, okay? Black people do like a steak well done, but that's not we know that it's not the most tenderest when it's well done, unless it's like stewed or braised, whatever unless you cook it for long periods of time. Yeah, that's when it's tender. But when you're just cooking a steak and you're pan searing it and then you finish it off in the oven, I think the most tenderest way or the juiciest way to do it is to leave it a little bit of pink in the middle. Not rare, right? But like medium well, or medium, however, but medium, a little pinkish. And we know black people is not eating no meat with pink in it. She got you there, okay? She got us. She got us. She got us there. And yes, it's like a little cringy. Like this is like watching two kitty people like go back and forth, like two hurt children. That's what I see. I don't see two adults. I see two hurt people. Even when the white girl talks, she's very like defensive, like, but not in an aggressive way, in a like, I'm defensive. I feel like she had to press record and record this video to explain all of this stuff. So she's defensive because they're constantly being attacked. And how much do you think a group of people can take? Okay? Like I said in the other video, if you didn't catch the other one, the fried chicken comment was what the black girl was waiting for. That's what they do. They poke, 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 poke. And then when you say something, then it's like, oh, see, because they do it to me and I'm black. Okay, I will mind my business. I will sit in a corner. I will not talk to nobody. I will not do anything. And it's just like, it gets to the point with me. I'm talking about when you're around ignorant people. It gets to a point with me when people try to physically assault me. I've always had people try to shoulder bump me because I won't give them a reaction, or walk too close to me, or find a problem so that I can respond. This is what narcissistic people do, because they need that energy in order to keep pushing out the negativity that they're pushing out, the creating the narratives that the black community is known for, because this is what they were raised in. White people erasing their history and then trying to create a narrative that is not necessarily true. Okay? I understand that the history is tragic. And here's the thing, it's not over. We still see racism that exists today in the United States of America. But we are at a point where, you can do something about it. and we can't do anything about it. Like your ancestors work hard so that we can have platforms like this and work the jobs that we work and you know what I'm saying, come together. But we've gotten all of the things that we can use to thrive, but we're staying stagnant because you're still in a mindset where you're fighting an idea of white people as opposed to the system, right? Because we the people shouldn't fight each other. I don't care what race you are. We should be fighting the system for humanity, for all of us to be treated fairly. That's the goal, not just people with black skin, right? I would also like to add that she was responding to, I believe, the black girl saying that they be stealing everybody's culture, going to different restaurants and eating people's food. Maybe because, like I told you, I didn't see the original video, but maybe there was some talks about how they don't know how to cook, so they go out to eat, or that they steal people's culture. And I want black people to really be honest with themselves and understand that you were slaves. You were brought here on African slave ships to live amongst white people, and you brought whatever you could bring of your African culture to America. But outside of that, literally everything that you do or that you consider black, you have gotten from somebody else, and you have gotten from other cultures. And I know that the argument, listen, I listen to FBAs. I'm in the black community. I understand all the arguments. No, because we were the first people everywhere, so black origin. But how are you going to claim black being everywhere and black this when you don't even want to acknowledge the fact that you're not indigenous to this land? You were brought here from Africa, right? And then you're beefing with immigrants online, yet still claiming the power of blackness all around the world and the influentialness of blackness all around the world, while tearing down people with your same skin color from all around the world. Everything you do, you've borrowed from other people because you were stripped of culture. Everything. I think where you have it messed up is that you borrowed it so long ago, you don't even consider the fact that it's not yours. There's so many cultures that borrow from other cultures. So to constantly be in this mindset of everybody stealing from us, it just shows that you have a lack mindset and that you don't know how to share or play nice, because that is what we do on this earth. We grab inspiration from other people. That's like one of the most beautiful things about humanity and us as people, and being able to be on platforms like this and share. Everything is not maliciously like people biting your style. The argument that you taught white people how to bathe, but who taught you how to bathe? Your mothers in Africa before they brought you here, right? The people in Africa before they brought you here. So you can't now, you get what I'm saying, why I say you can't use that rhetoric against other black people. And you get what I'm saying? Now you do have your own culture. And what I'm trying to shine a light on is that your culture is toxic. You do have a separate culture now, and it doesn't look like anyone else's culture because you are a direct product of white supremacy and you behave just like white people but with black skin. It's actually something that's very shocking to watch sometimes. And when I fully understood it, I was like, I get it. This is why, again, I call you black supremacists, because you're not uplifting the black skin. You are behaving like you are white with black skin. It looks like an identity crisis, and I don't think no one else in the world behaves like this. Maybe you could say, and I don't have close proximity to Native Americans or the indigenous people, but maybe they probably went through these same things because their communities were also conquered, on this land by white people. Do you understand? So maybe they suffer from the same type of stuff, like the men dating out of the community and worshiping whiteness. Those are the things that I think come from being colonized by white people and then adapting their bad behavior, right? But you 100% have culture, and it is of your white daddies. You get online and speak about how everybody wants to be you, everybody's stealing from you. I don't think that the black community is witnessing that black is excellent everywhere in the world. And of course, because we are black and we are melanated, some of the things are going to look alike, but everything is not coming from you. I talked about the music, black culture, and Black American music, rap, R&B, and how it reflects who you are as a community and what you've been through. It is derogatory, it is violent, it is just disrespectful towards women. It is so many things that other cultures, like, I'm not saying, I'm Jamaican, right? So my ancestry is Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican. I was born here. So I understand that there's slack music in reggae, right? You have dance hall reggae, and then they have like daggering where like the just look up daggering and then you'll see it's crazy. So there's nonsense in every culture, but it's predominant, like blackness and black music. You can't, like, unless you go listen to gospel or you have like conscious rap, or but those things are not super popular, right? When you're talking about Jamaican culture, you have conscious music, right? It's not necessarily gospel. You could call it gospel reggae, but I wouldn't call it gospel. I would just say conscious music, and because the culture also has Rastafarianism in it. Shout out to my dad, right? And that is a more, love and peace type of thing. And fun fact, Rastas aren't really respected in Jamaica either, okay? Like, they're claimed, right? Like, you see Bob Marley was claimed, but there's so many Rastas with darker color skin, right? The whole colorism thing, and who don't want to be a part of the system and live off the land and stuff like that, and they are treated badly because they refuse to be a part of the system and do the things like get the house and do all the things. So we all go through the same stuff, right? But when you look at stuff like from Africa, like Amapiano, right? Amapiano is amazing. Have you ever listened to Amapiano? Have you ever heard the drums in that genre of music? Need I say more? That was not copied from you. And I just think that it's time to start appreciating where you actually come from, because that is you. You are them. You are not white. Okay? And I think every time you say something to an FBA, they say you're having an identity crisis. You don't know who you are. Maybe that was true, because I just claimed blackness. I just thought we were black until I was told repeatedly online, you are not one of us. Even though I was born here. Somebody on my page just yesterday talking about, yeah, I can tell you're not from here. You wish you were. I am. And you can tell I'm not from here because all of y'all are one band, one sound, and you think that anybody from here thinks like you because you bully them into thinking like you. Shout out to all the children of foreigners who come here and disrespect their cultures trying to fit in with you. I've dated people who do this. I've talked to a Nigerian guy one time. He called Afrobeat goofy. There's nothing goofy about it. But because everybody comes here, not because of the influence of black people, because if you really want to talk about it, you don't own anything. You yes, culture is influential, but everybody's coming here and biting off of American culture, which is, the hierarchy and capitalism and all that other stuff. So when they come here, they're honoring the system. How am I trying to say? They're not all just trying to be you. Everybody wants the American dream. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants the American dream. And if you're black, the American dream is attached to black culture, right? But if you really look at black culture in America, it is not thriving because it's not the face of America. You are not the face of America. White people are the face of America. And everything you do is of white people. Do you understand? So when black people come here to bond with you, really they are adapting to white culture. This is why you see a lot of black people from other places who worship whiteness. We were colonized all over the world. It's not just black people are not coming here to be you. They're coming here for a better life. They've bought into the American dream, not the black dream. Do you understand? So it is kind of just tone deaf to say like, yeah, like I see the black people online fighting. Y'all think y'all white. Everybody says that to each other because it's true. All of you want to be white. It's not necessarily, oh, they want to be us because we're black Americans. You are America's bitch. Excuse my French. Okay? No one comes here to get close to you because you have nothing to offer them. Right? You offered America culture. You give it away for free. So yes, people are going to bite it because you've just given America all of you. They've taken it and you've given it to them, and then you unconsciously pretend that you have some ownership here or that you have some sort of like weight here. You don't. You put everything up for free, people see it, they're going to copy it. No matter what their race, no matter what anything is. You allowed white people to steal from you. You did. You allowed white people to steal from you, not give you credit. And then when people come here, now this is why y'all are so obsessed with like, oh my God, we do that. They're trying to copy us. You didn't trademark anything. So even if it's true and everybody has come here to steal from you, you have given it up willingly, and they don't necessarily correlate stealing from you. They're doing it the Americanized way. Do you understand? And if you feel that you want your credit for the things that you have contributed and the things that people have copied, then you need to do the work and trademark it. You need to have ownership in this place. So then you can say that is ours emphatically, not just constantly going, oh my God, they're doing this again. They did want to be us. They want to. Everybody wants to be American. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's how it's sold to the people. But once you live here and you open your eyes, you can see the food is fucked up. The government is fucked up. We see they eating pizza, right? We're still sitting here having this argument, and our leaders are, you know what they're doing. We say protect the children, but we fight each other over what? What are we fighting each other over? The children are not protected. The children are not protected. This video is getting too long. It's going to be one last part. Go check it out.